We're online.
We're live. Okay, great. So let me welcome all of you to Let's Stream Tomb Raider Anniversary. This is Alcaris115 and I'm joined here by a friend of mine. Let's call him Mysterious N.
Hey, what's up?
And basically we are today running a bit of challenge for Tomb Raider Anniversary, one of my favorite Tomb Raiders, to collect some money for the Extra Life charity to support hospitals in US and Canada, because there are no hospitals in Slovakia, let's be honest.
Of course there are.
No, but really, gaming is a force of good, so we kind of want to make it happen. And to make things interesting, we will be tackling the first 4 levels happening in Peru in Tomb Raider Anniversary, whilst trying to complete them in a set strict time. Now, to make this more difficult, Anne will be asking me a couple of questions regarding my Tomb Raider trivia knowledge, and also couple them up with some deep existential ones. This should completely break my focus and make me fail miserably, but we'll see how it will go. So first of all, just to kind of be transparent here, I have enabled 2 cheats for this challenge. One, sunglasses, and the other, show enemy health. It's way more fun to tackle on enemies knowing what is their rage status and health status, and sunglasses just gonna turn ordinary Lara into a time trial cool Lara.
I actually didn't believe the cheat sunglasses actually just makes Lara wear sunglasses. That doesn't seem like a cheat at all.
Your expectations were, I'm not sure if set too high or too low.
I mean, probably too high for probably too high.
Okay, great. So first of all, let me pick the very first level, and to kind of make it more interesting, how about we use the very classic Lara from 1996, and throughout this marathon you will see a couple of streamers in our team play the original Tomb Raider 1, so maybe this will make the face more familiar.
Sure, let me just real quickly respond to the guys in the chat here. Stella Loon, hello, good morning. And
hello there.
Negative Purpose, hello guys, happy raiding. Thank you, Negative. We really appreciate that.
Great, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Without further ado, let's jump straight to the action. Now, mind you, I will skip some of these cutscenes just for the interest of time, because we need to be strict at ourselves and we only have 1 hour, yeah?
Vagabundo is also saying good morning. Hello,
hello Vagabundo.
Good
and
morning.
Thank you very much for the donation yesterday, it's very appreciated. Okay.
Okay, so shall we start with some trivia?
Okay, come on, lay it on me.
Okay, so we have Tomb Raider 1 trivia, starting with this question.
And I'm already not focusing. We're off to a great start.
How many levels are there in Tomb Raider 1? Do you want options or do you know?
The options, please, yes.
So, 13, 15, 17, 14 or 16. That's basically any number from 13 to 18.
I believe the final level... The final level is... We already see the effects of me not focusing, okay?
Yeah.
So I believe the final level is number 15. I hope that's correct.
Oh.
I think the final confrontation with Natla is number 15.
Okay. The next one. Tomb Raider was released in what year? You probably know this without options.
1996. 2 years after I was born, actually. Wow.
He's such a young one.
Yeah, I'm a baby.
Or am I the old person here?
We're gonna call you not Mysterious N, but Old N.
Old N.
Good.
That's like Metal Gear Solid, like Old Snake.
Oh,
Venomous Snake.
So you can think of yourself as a boss in Metal Gear franchise. So Kojima created you.
Yes, basically, but I don't have nanomachines in my blood, so I guess I'm just a budget
You're kind
version.
of a budget version. Of a
budget Metal Gear character. Okay, third question. Which weapon held lots of ammo? Flares, pistols, magnums, shotguns, Uzis. I don't know what is lots of ammo. I have no idea.
Well, this could be a trick question because the pistols have infinite ammo. So this could be classified as lots of ammo. But otherwise, it would be the Uzis who had the most bullet count. So I'm not really sure what the intention of the author was here, but I'm gonna say the Uzis.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna skip this wonderful 1990s cutscene. This is just classical Lara with her classical skin from 96, in 2006 kind of thing.
The model is actually awesome. Like brings you back to the 90s.
And I love the stoic face, you know, like nothing's gonna arouse her, excite her. It's just I am Tomb Raider.
This is my Tomb Raider
What
face.
is my purpose? Oh, and she has double sunglasses. Did you notice that glitch?
Oh my god.
Because she's gonna take her original sunglasses off in the cutscene, and that's gonna leave her with just one.
Double sunglasses. Oh, alright.
I think Lara just intensified. I'm not sure.
Do you intensify taking one sunglasses off and having others on top of your head?
Yes, and I could have disabled these traps by doing a bit of climbing in the vicinity, but we have no time for that.
But
we
you don't
live
want
with
to.
danger.
Exactly. You like to live dangerously.
Now, actually, it's the very first level, but it's fairly difficult to complete it on time if you make mistakes, like I did at the very beginning. So it's still an open possibility. I will not complete the trial run. Even if I will not, we move on to the next level, and we'll see how I did.
We move on. We don't do redos.
We don't do redos. Yeah.
Okay.
We need to live with our failures.
And our target time is.
It was 6 minutes, I believe.
Okay, and we still
level.
have 3 minutes and 35 seconds.
Exactly,
remaining.
but we pretty much just entered it, so.
We have a new follow by Rydant FFXI. That's probably
Hello,
a
Raiden. Thank you very much.
Final Fantasy reference. Hello.
Come on,
Okay.
Lara, shoot the bat. Thank you very much.
Kill the bats.
Yes, Lara doesn't actually like animals, but she's doing this for children, so that's okay. Oh!
Killing animals for children is okay.
Exactly.
All right. Let's do one of those. These are deep existential questions that will challenge Thomas's mind.
Well, the good thing is there are no wrong answers here, because all of them are wrong. So this should bring a bit of peace to my mind.
Let's do an easy one. How do we measure life?
By not falling on trap bridges. Oh my god, okay.
And probably by the number of animals you kill in video games.
Actually, let's look at Lara's health bar. This is how we measure life. If you look at the top left corner of the screen, it's a blue bar that depletes when you get injured and restores, I guess, when you have time to relax and regenerate.
Thomas, where is your health bar in real life? Or where would it be if you would have one?
I think it would always be in front of my eyes, like it would literally get in the way.
Like
yes.
Like a bar here.
I don't even recognize faces of other people, I just recognize their health bars. And this is how I identify people. And if they are hostile, those health bars are red. If they are friendly, those health bars are blue. If they are very friendly, those health bars are green.
Oh, if you'd actually have like an augmented reality goggles, like if your glasses would be super smart, you could have like an bar over there in your glasses. You could be like checking your life all the time, like a dynamic HUD or something.
Oh, yes, to have a constant interface.
Yeah.
This is something that Deus Ex game, which we can mention here because it's Square Enix, just like Tomb Raider.
Because it's awesome.
And it is actually a very awesome franchise. Yeah, this is something that the Deus Ex games experimented with.
Okay.
Now we need to open this large double door, yeah? We have 1.5 minutes. This is gonna be extremely difficult. If we fail once, I don't think I will have enough seconds to redo it, so wish me good luck.
Good luck, Thomas.
We need to get these counterweights down. Oh dear. Okay.
I'm just gonna jump quickly in. Team Orchard, thank you for the follow, man. Jeffrey99646, sorry. Thank you for the follow.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Hope you're enjoying the marathon so far.
And welcome everybody that's joined. I'm just checking the chat, but there's like a lot of like hello.
Mysterious
how are you?
N is kind of the second pair of eyes.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
help me focus, which is I'm really appreciating.
Thomas will be focusing on his game, and I will be talking to mostly guys.
Exactly.
Okay, so measuring life was easy for you.
Yes.
I thought so, to be honest. Let's do another trivia because it's getting way too easy for you. You've made none mistakes so far?
Oh, okay.
Did you? Did you make any mistakes so far? That was a question, sorry.
Right. I'm not aware of them, so we can pretend they did not happen, right? That's how it works. It's a questionable reality, really. A question of questionable reality.
Negative purpose, thank you for the follow. Okay, so let's do another.
Oh, 10 seconds remaining. We did it. The first and easiest one.
Clapping for Thomas, everybody.
Okay, and on to the city of Wilkabamba.
You bested your... was that your best time?
Yes.
Oh, so you bested yourself.
So that means I did even more poorly last time. Ooh. Yeah.
Well, it's a question of the point of view.
It's not about being good, it's about being better. Well, let's put it like that, yeah.
Okay, let's do another one. Which one is this? This is Peru 2?
Yes.
All right.
And I almost dropped into the abyss. Wonderful. Actually, we have to do that to continue. That's fine. Okay.
Drop into the abyss? Okay.
Yes. Okay.
The chat is applauding your great time.
Oh, thank you very much.
Okay, next question. What did PC Gamer give Tomb Raider 1? That's a score. So do you want the options or do you want...
No. Don't make it difficult. Don't give me options. I would
Okay.
say either 9 or 10. Is there like 9.5 option available?
There is a 9.5.
Let's go with 9.5 then.
Okay, so PC Gamer gave Tomb Raider 1 a score of 9.5.
Was that correct?
I don't know. We will find out in the end.
Oh look, this is why Lara doesn't like animals.
That was a Super Matrix move.
Yes, very much. This game is actually full of Super Matrix moves, which is also fun and a bit irritating, because the stronger and better guns you are using, they enrage your enemies faster than kill them, meaning you will have to use these Matrix moves whether you want to or not, because until you do, they are invincible.
Oh, okay.
So it has some very precarious balancing that I'm not a big fan of, but it's still my second most favorite Tomb Raider, so... Yeah.
We have some quotes here. We have a quote from Stallone. A famous explorer once said, "That was my best time ever."
Nice tie-in, Stella. I appreciate it.
And we have another one from Alonzorion Streams. I'm sorry if I butchered the name. A famous explorer once said, "The Win mode is far superior to the mouse." Oh, Wii mode, sorry.
Nicely done, guys.
I'm not sure. We're not. Have you actually played this on Wii or any other console?
Tomb Raider Anniversary V version has some special mini games.
Like those V mechanics, where you
like remove
swing.
some dust, or even have some extra puzzles. So yeah, it's totally superior to every other version of the game. An actually interesting story regarding this game and why I chose it for Extra Life is that a couple of years ago I was still a little kid and I spent several weeks in a hospital, yeah? And actually it was Tomb Raider Anniversary version I played on, oh my god, more wolves, on my PlayStation Portable that helped me retain my sanity. Like, I literally had no idea what the next day is gonna bring, if I'm gonna be okay or not, but I had my PSP with me, and I had this amazing PSP port of Tomb Raider Anniversary. And it's a game that kind of mentally helped me pull through that tough situation, so I have very fond memories of it, yeah.
And do you really think like the Wii version is superior?
I have never played it, I don't have Wii, but I have seen the gameplay and it looked at some points cute, at other points really amazing. So yeah, only positives I can say.
I mean, I don't know, I never got into the Wii that much. I mean, I was really super excited for it when I was a kid, but...
Yeah, it was groundbreaking technology.
After a time, like all the gimmicks regarding like the motions and stuff, like it... In my opinion, it just made the regular games more difficult. Like you needed to do like other stuff and like lots of like small activities.
It's more exhausting, inaccurate, and difficult to do a forward thrust, let's say, rather than tilting the analog stick forward.
Yeah,
that's true. So it depends from game to game, yeah. But as I said, I've only heard good things about Tomb Raider Anniversary on Wii, and now we have a confirmation.
Yeah. Jeffrey actually thinks the Wii version is really fun, and the flashlight added so much more feeling to the game for him.
Oh yeah, the sense of exploration.
Like you don't have flashlight in this game, and
no, you do have in the previous one, Tomb Raider Legend. It has a small rechargeable battery, so you can use it for limited time only, and it's actually really neat to have the dynamic lighting. But this being a remake, you know, of a very old original game, they didn't really implement it.
Yeah.
But they did implement the grapple, which I am to this day amazed what a good remake the Anniversary is. Seriously, it's not an HD reskin; it is a remake of the game.
Actual remake, yeah.
Yes, this is how they should be done. Now the game didn't do that well financially because it had little to no advertising. Even I actually didn't know it's released at the time of its release. I was just surprised I suddenly saw Tomb Raider Anniversary, PSP, what is this?
That's weird, I remember it releasing, but I was like a video game nerd, I bought like the like video game magazines and stuff, so I was aware that it is
in early
releasing.
2000s I actually stopped subscribing to video game magazines, the local ones here in Slovakia.
Yep.
So maybe that's why I entered the dark age of PC information, yeah.
So there were two larger magazines, am I correct? There was Level and there was Score.
Yes, and exactly. These are the ones I'm familiar with.
Those are the largest. I think there were a couple of them like smaller, like ABC Games or something, but I don't remember like the specifics. And you were subscribed to Level too, right?
Yes, yeah, every single month. We were looking forward to it like Christmas.
Big Level fans here, if anybody from Slovakia or Czech Republic is tuned in.
Exactly.
Okay, let's do another question because we have 2 minutes remaining. So
dear God. Okay. I
I
can do
will
this.
stress you out. So, when in Lara's manner, when does it automatically return to the menu?
What are the options?
when you go to the door, when you go down the stairs,
Uh-huh.
after exiting the pool, exiting the music room, or exploring the whole manor?
Exiting the pool, and I remember the exact sentence. It's a brutal tease. Lara says, "Okay, time for me to get off these wet clothes." Boom, and the game cuts, and you're thrown to the main menu.
Is that a brutal tease to you?
It was at the time.
Okay, so how did it with you? You finished. You
Yes.
just finished. So did we make it?
I had about 20 seconds remaining.
Oh,
It was not my best time, as you can see.
Okay.
It was 5:40. My best time was 5:05, but still. But now we are entering the big one, the Lost Valley, which I believe the time limit there is about 13 or 14 minutes. Let's see.
okay. We're
And
doing
it's
good so far.
Quite an epic level.
Quite an epic level.
You will see what I mean. I will not spoil the surprise.
Is Waterfall considered epic?
Not in comparison to what follows, but I would say it's fairly epic.
Oh wait, there's some contraption over there. Oh.
Yes, and it is
Oh
grandiose.
my god.
Unfortunately, we cannot enjoy the time and take in the sights. We have to hurry.
Grab the
But-
screw.
A cogwheel, yeah. Actually, we need
Sorry.
to collect 3 of these to make the entire contraption work. It's an interesting level where we will be jumping back and forth to it and actually climb the whole thing whilst it's moving.
It actually reminds me of Uncharted, the 4.
That's
there's-
a very fair comparison, yeah.
I mean, it probably took some inspiration from this game since Uncharted really.
2008 was the first Uncharted, I think.
Yeah. They often reference.
And this is, I
Tomb Raider.
think, the 8th Tomb Raider game at the 2006, yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm not gonna be that obnoxious Tomb Raider fan saying, "Oh, Tomb Raider was here earlier." Well, yeah, you know. So why not love both franchises? You know.
You know what's really weird?
Uh-huh.
Like Uncharted and people in the Uncharted development team often say that Tomb Raider is their biggest inspiration, and the development team of the new Tomb Raider, the Tomb Raider
2013 Rise
yeah.
and Shadow, yeah.
They say that Uncharted was their biggest
Inspiration.
inspirations. Yeah, thank
Wow,
you.
that's great. So Tomb Raider inspired Uncharted, Uncharted then inspired Tomb Raider. That's kind of similar to how the Gothic franchise inspired the creators of Witcher, and then Witcher in turn inspired the original creators of Gothic franchise to create LX franchise. It's a nice pendulum
Yeah.
swinging back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Okay, next question.
Oh dear. Okay, lay it on me. I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
What is the first item you get in Tomb Raider 1? This should be
No,
easy one.
don't give me. I'm pretty sure it's a small health bag. I think it's part of the secret. Whoa. And if you are wondering, by the way, why I'm using only Lara's pistols, not the other guns, I'm following kind of a rule that unless we found the next weapon in the level itself, I'm not using it. Now, if you're replaying a level, the game gives you all the weapons. However, we haven't yet found a shotgun, for example, so I decided to just go pistols only until the moment we find the shotgun, which I will tell you. Anyway, sorry for the brief intermezzo.
Yeah, nice. Didn't know that actually, but I didn't notice the shotgun on your back. So
Yeah, there it is.
yeah. I'm really observant.
No.
No. Let's do another one of these existential ones.
Okay.
Let's do something harder.
Oof,
I'm
that was a
gonna
close
find
call.
some dust paper.
I just hear the word existential and Lara starts slipping. Okay. Oh, Lara starts slipping again. Please, balance. Thank you very much.
You know, chat, type in a number from 1 to 42 and you will decide what question I'm gonna ask Thomas.
Yes, so 1 to 42, and let's see what the pick will be.
Yeah. I'm of course gonna pick one at random because... Okay, we have 2 entries so far. I'm gonna check the questions. What's that? Okay. 11. Okay, I actually like number 30.
The suspense is killing me.
Let's go with number 30, and that's: is humanity headed in the right or wrong direction?
Okay, now I have a very disappointing answer, and the answer is yes and no. I mean, depends what dimension we are talking about.
Direction, no dimension.
Right.
Direction, like...
Right, so left or right? Oh, Okay.
Left or right?
Left or right? Or I don't want to get all political. So okay, is it moving in the right or wrong direction?
Right or wrong? Yes. I don't think it's political. I mean, it's just like if we are doing all we can to be good people or something like. I don't know.
So here's the thing: we are, I would say, generally, human rights really are vastly improving compared to a couple of decades in the past. So I'm super happy about that. When it comes to technology, again, the technology is better. Is it healthier, however? So I guess in that regard, it's both productive and destructive, yeah, direction we are moving to. And overall, overall, if I have to give a summary and not too lazily avoid the answer, I would say we are moving in the right direction. I'm actually very proud in what direction humanity is moving. And I know it's an answer that will make people angry.
Oh my god.
Like this T-Rex over here. You didn't expect that, did you?
No, I didn't.
So in which direction is the T-Rex moving?
Towards you. Is humanity moving towards me? Or towards you?
Oh my god. Okay.
Is humanity moving towards us, Thomas?
The dead dinosaur is. Okay.
That's not the answer.
Yeah. And, okay, we are moving in the direction of a boss fight, okay? So let's see how this works.
Is humanity moving in the direction of a boss fight?
So, humanity, represented by Lara, right now...
is being eaten by a large T-Rex.
Is not moving in the right direction. But that's fine, because we're professionals, right? In the tomb raiding business.
We're not.
We're not.
Oh!
Fell for it. Okay, wonderful. Now we kind of need to lure the T-Rex in 3 different directions, yeah? Because we see these spiky traps here, maybe ancient mine shafts or whatever purpose they served, and we kind of want him to tackle them by rage charging Lara. Yeah?
They actually look like ancient anti-T-Rex weapons.
Oh, or ancient Matador weapons.
Maybe just some dude built them like 2 days ago.
Okay. Now, there's a problem. I'm not really picking up items, meaning we don't really have health packs or anything of that sort. Now, thankfully, I actually am not fond of it, but the game restores your life after each checkpoint reload.
You actually still have 50% of your life, so I don't know, I think you're okay. So
okay. Yay! Oh. Okay, and I think we just need to... we need to cause him a headache one more time.
Okay, so Alonzorion, I'm sorry if I butchered the name, I just really can't pronounce it.
Come on.
Is confused by these questions, and they're making him question his life choices. I mean, that's the purpose, isn't it?
That's actually... I'm not gonna say it's a good thing, but it's an appropriate thing given the nature of the questions, yes. And they also don't make the time trial any easier. Okay, got it.
Yeah, then they don't make the time trial any easier.
And this is one confused T-Rex, if I ever saw one. I mean, this is what happens when you ask him, is humanity headed in the right direction? He will just bang his head on a temple.
I mean, he probably just read another one of these questions. There are more existential ones. This one was pretty chill.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do another one of these existential. People like them.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do... Let's do 9.
When you're picking the question, are you like intentionally giving a pause to make me nervous, or is it just a byproduct?
I think it's a byproduct, but if you're nervous,
yes,
I will do it. I will do it more often. I want to make you nervous. We really want to make you nervous, since we want you to fail this time trial. You still have 8 minutes remaining. So I don't know if you're
actually,
okay or you're not.
That's pretty good given what's up
pretty
ahead. Yeah. We are actually in the Lost Valley itself now. Oh, look at this! Enjoy the sight. I remember in Tomb Raider 1.
That was a quick vista.
Yes, Lara entered the postcard business. I really remember this location in Tomb Raider 1, and they didn't really have skyboxes back then. Just a big pitch black darkness. Yeah, so it was even scarier in a way and made you feel more isolated.
Yeah.
Whereas this, on the contrary, feels like it's just a really vast open area, which is interesting. Anyway, sorry, question, bring it here. I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Stella Loon is thinking that you are moving the humanity in the right direction by killing the T-Rex, which will fight the global warming. So killing T-Rexes makes us fight the global warming.
So makes us fight the good fight. That's the expression politicians often use. Yeah, wonderful.
Awesome. Okay, I wanted to ask you number 9. What comes to mind when you hear the word life? Okay, so this is a weird one because do you go with the basic definition of life, or do you go with something like more complex? You know?
Okay, so I guess I have two definitions for life. One of them, which is kind of nasty, is suffering. You are alive when you feel slight discomfort or pain, yeah?
You're an existentialist.
Exactly. But I have a much nicer one, and I still haven't decided which one I like more, and that is life is problem solving. It's just an endless chain of problem solving events. So what this means is that I guess I feel really alive when I'm solving problems, tackling challenges, that sort of thing. Whereas when I'm in great comfort, I feel numbed down. I don't really feel alive. So I guess how do I perceive life? As a series of tackling challenges, from buying groceries to curing diseases, whatever the complexity. Yeah, I would say that's it.
But that's basically the same thing, isn't it? Like taking on challenges is basically what is meant by suffering. Like,
or time trials in Tomb Raider Anniversary. Also suffering if you fail over and over. Yeah.
like everything you need to do that's outside of like your comfort zone is basically suffering in this context, isn't it?
Yes, but you can actually look forward to some of that suffering, you know, tackling some of those challenges.
Of course.
That's the thing. Thankfully, we do play a big agency in the kind of life we have. Not all of us, of course, but when we can, it's something to really appreciate and enjoy. And this is being part of that. Yeah.
A good answer, actually. And I kind of agree on a personal level. So yeah.
Awesome.
Cool.
So there won't be a conflict between us. We will not start with fisticuffs and punching each other.
No conflict.
I'll show you
Maybe
suffering.
later.
Do you feel alive now? Boom.
Show me suffering. Do your best.
Okay.
I'm equipped to deal with it.
Now you're spoken like an android. I am.
That's
equipped
precisely what I wanted to sound like.
No, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
Square Polo, these are very philosophical questions. Yeah, that's the idea. Like, these are heavy. Some of them. If I can tell them this, we used to go to a pub, have a couple of beers, and then answer these questions. Like, that's a lot of fun. A little bit drunk, but not like a lot.
Yeah, just kind of to enter kind of this free-thinking, open-minded flow.
Yeah, and there are. I'm not sure how many there are in total. Like, we only have 42 here, but I think there's
the list
like 50.
I found is around 52. However, let's be honest, there is no limit to what questions you can come up with. So,
yeah, there are a couple of them that are really like hard concepts. Like, do you remember the creativity one? That's still on my mind.
How do we measure creativity, right? Or was it a
something
different one?
like that? I don't think it was precisely how do we measure creativity, but I don't remember.
Okay,
let me find that.
I have a question for you now, okay?
Okay.
How does Lara measure creativity? And for you, Chad, as well. How would you say Lara measures creativity?
Like Lara the character or the Lara...
Lara the character, yeah.
Okay.
Do you mean she's not real? Come on.
What do you mean
Be
real?
very careful about... Oh, what do you mean real? Nicely done. Oh. Do you still doubt Lara's authenticity?
I mean, the blocky head kind of ruins the illusion.
No, I think you just wish you had a blocky head like that. You've always suffered from a lack of blockiness in your life, and I'm sorry I shouldn't like impart this personal knowledge, but
I'm too rounded. I always wanted to be blocky.
You were always teased in school. Yeah.
Yeah, and I always wanted to have like blocky chest.
Yeah. Well, that's a good New Year's resolution. One of those that never gets done, you know.
I don't.
Talking about New Year's resolutions, yeah. Okay, so this is what was supposed to happen.
3 minutes remaining.
Okay, we can do this. We need to get the entire contraption moving, but thankfully we have. Let's ignore the wolfies. Okay.
This is a good time for another question.
Oh, okay.
The trivia question, of course.
No.
He's already nervous. He's already nervous.
No, I'm not. I'm professionally unstable.
Okay, so what degree of angle was the torso mutant's head turned? Do you want options?
You have got to be kidding me. Yes, options, please.
90 degrees, 360 degrees, 290 degrees, 180 degrees, or 270 degrees?
Okay, it was not one of the obvious ones. It wasn't 90. It wasn't the right angle. It wasn't 360. Because that would have been okay, but his head was not okay.
And it was not no scope, so.
And it was not 180. It was not the other way around. So what was the other answers that were not these three?
290. And 270.
Let's go with 290. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, no, that's complete and utter nonsense. That would still mean he would be facing back. No, let me rethink that. I'm just gonna go with 90.
But 270 is 90?
If you go with 270, he would still be looking from his back, right? Yeah. On the way to hit 360.
Yes.
360, sorry. No. The way back is 180, so on the way back to 360, so let's go with 270. Exactly, yes, I figured it out.
270?
Yes, I'm very stressed out. I'm usually better at this, I promise. Pinky swear.
What's the difference between 360 degrees and 0 degrees? Square Polo asks.
I would say 360 is having completed the journey. 0 is not even started.
I mean, you're getting existential without the existential questions.
Actually, the torso boss head was pretty deep. That question really caught me off guard. Anyway, guys, we completed the Lost Valley within the time, so now there's only the Tomb of Qualopeg remaining. And sorry, and how much time do we have still?
We still have 30 minutes on the stream.
Okay.
Let me check one thing. I think your...
Oh, technical intermezzo?
Yeah, this is weird because your...
Laptop is not charging.
Oh, it is.
It is now. Good, very good.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's not again.
We actually have a very impressive setup. We've spent the entirety of Halloween and a couple of decades leading up to this stage in our life setting this up.
Couple of decades, that's
exactly,
accurate.
And we have several devices here to make sure we're covered. Whew. Okay, so guys, Tomb of Qualopeg, the last Peru level, and if there will be still some time remaining, I will do one bonus level. We'll see how I'll do.
Yeah, we still have 30 minutes, so I think we should be
because
fine.
The next level after Tomb of Qualopeg, the time limit for that is 33 minutes, so we won't be able to do...
33.
It's very big. It's St. Francis Folly, for those of you familiar with the game.
St. Francis Folly, okay.
Yeah.
Can you do like... something else that wouldn't take as much time?
Yes, I will choose some other level. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Just to clarify, these trivia tests, we will see the result after we've finished the whole test, and there's a results button, so at the end of the stream, if we will make it through the questions, I will mash the results button and we will see if Thomas knows his Tomb Raider 1 trivia.
And if not, Thomas will never show his face around here again. Yeah?
He will probably shut down his YouTube after that.
Yes.
That is the face of a broken man.
Not even a man who has lost everything. A man who had nothing to begin with.
And he lost it.
Well, yes. It's the only sensation I have.
Alon Zorion, I like broken man. Why do you like broken man, dude?
Actually, I have a theory, Alan Zorion. Is it because of the broken PC?
What?
Alan Zorion was unfortunately not able to join us this year.
Oh.
Is that correct?
We shouldn't talk about that here.
Oh, right. Sorry about that. But
sorry
still, you're with us, you know, during this marathon, which is great. You've been offering help to us, so that's really great, and making me feel welcome as a newcomer. So thank you very much for that.
Thank you. The broken man, not the broken PC. Okay, it was about something else entirely. All right. Next question. What was the first level in Tomb Raider 1 that included water?
I know exactly. You don't need to give me the choices. I'm just, you know, inflating my ego here.
Go for it.
Wait a second. Nah, just kidding. City of Wilkabamba.
Wilkabamba.
It's actually the second level we played there. It was also the second level in original Tomb Raider.
Okay.
You knew that, right?
Yes, of course. I'm a huge Tomb Raider enthusiast.
Good. I know. He's not.
What was the last boss encounter?
In Tomb Raider 1?
Hey, yo.
It was... I can't even tell you her full name.
Go for it.
Jacqueline Natla of Natla Technologies. Is there something even similar to that answer over there?
Yes, there's Natla.
Oh, okay,
that
good.
Sounds
that's
entirely made up, like...
Natla?
Natla. I mean, it kind of rings a Russian bell, you know? It's like Natasha or something, you know? But Natla.
Well, if you think about it, in the Tomb Raider games, even Russia is a remnant of Atlantean civilization, and Natla is an ancient Atlantean queen. So I guess you were not entirely incorrect.
So
kind of all the civilizations are a remnant of Atlantis, is how the Tomb Raider says it.
I thought you would say that all the civilizations are the remnants of Russia.
We might reach that stage at some point. Yeah? Could be, yeah.
I'm not sure.
Well, it's not going to be Slovakia, that's for sure. Our beloved country.
Our small beloved country
Exactly.
that barely works.
Exactly.
Villains had to have obvious names in the 90s. Square Polo. Yeah, I mean, probably. If they weren't Russians, they had like some different weird names. Natla. I wouldn't tell that Natla is a villain name. If I wouldn't know better, I would think that Natla is like a quirky side character.
Okay, so
Like,
it doesn't sound villainous enough for 90s,
no, it doesn't.
yeah?
Yeah, I think it would be like a side character that would help you at some point and never appear again.
Well, actually, I know I'm preaching an old story here by now, yeah? But, you know, Tomb Raider was fairly revolutionary in its time for having a female protagonist. But that's not just it. I mean, few people say it also had the main villain being female, yeah?
Oh.
So there was kind of an interesting power dynamic between two women in power being at odds with each other, which at the time was really a novel concept, which makes the franchise even more amazing, yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to remember like any other female characters in the 90s.
It was usually a side character supporting that buff, manly man character, no?
Yeah, or maybe like a princess or something that needed to be rescued.
Oh,
or
so
like,
it had to be incompetent one of those.
Yeah, of course. Oh, you died!
Talking about incompetency, yeah. Okay, doesn't matter. This is all according to the plan. I'm just testing Anne's clapping reaction time. It's off, we need to calibrate it.
We should have done that before the stream.
Yes. Let me try it from this side. I think it turned out better. Yes.
You're still so low. Like, how many of those did you hit?
Ah! Oh my god, he can take a beating. Okay, that's fine, that's fine.
We're getting hints from the chat. The number one hint is don't die.
I wish someone would have told me this earlier.
That's a good one.
Yeah, and we could have avoided that nasty casualty. Now let's see how I'll do in this trap. Now I could use health packs, but I want to save them up for later.
You have 4 mini health packs.
Yes, that's about 1 1/3 of a health bar. They are not as powerful as in the original game. In the original game, small health pack restored half of your health bar.
Oh.
Here it's 1/3, which makes it a bit awkward to use. Now let's
You're really low though.
Yes. That's what I always feel when I look at my bank account. So I don't need that brought up whilst playing Tomb Raider, okay?
I'm sorry. I didn't want to bring your financial situation into this.
Okay. Can we make a safe drop from here?
Alan Zorion, thank you for the follow.
Ah, thank you very much. Oh. She said before diving for a fatal flow, but it's all according to the plan. Look at our health bar now. And we didn't use a single health pack.
You wanted to heal yourself, basically.
Yes. I wanted my insurance company to, you know, pay for a bigger injury. It's insurance fraud that Lara makes every time you commit a checkpoint health restore.
You just die so you can, like...
Yeah.
Oh, no. Another one of those hints, very helpful hints, is get to the end of the level to win.
Wait, so it's not the, like, beginning of the level? I thought we have to retrace our steps every single time. Ha! Joke's on you! In this level, we actually have to reach the beginning to finish it. So you try to trick me. Yes.
I had no idea.
So you actually try to trick me into staying at the end of the level. I feel like... I
literally had no idea.
I feel like this smart kid in a classroom, you know, like, no, you know, always correcting the teachers whenever they make a mistake and like feeling high and mighty, you know.
You're the one that has the most friends. Everybody likes you, and you remind the teacher about the test that she promised and about the homework that she promised. Don't you? You're that dude, aren't you? Like in the front row, wearing glasses and shit, being clean with your Tomb Raider shirts.
We didn't go to school together. So how are you saying these things? I don't know.
I'm guessing.
I know Slovakia is a very small country, but still, there are more than one school here.
I'm guessing they're all true.
Okay.
Okay. But the end of the level is the beginning, but you have grown as a person, so it's the end. Do we grow as people?
Only if we complete the time trial.
I'm not sure if we grow.
Let's see actually what these wolves have to say about that. Oh, no, did I spoil it? Yes, wolves, that's what I meant. Oh my goodness.
Kill them, shoot them.
That's the plan. I think a good
Fight the global
advice
warming, kill
someone
them.
should give me would be not to get bitten.
You're a global warming warrior.
Is that a new phenomenon? Like, you should parent it.
You're Greta, but older and a male. And
So-
not from Norway or wherever.
So not at all, yeah.
Yeah, you're just like Greta, but completely
Except
different.
completely different, yes. I love comparisons that are based on nothing. Now, actually, here's the question I have for you. What do you think? Does Lara support any kind of charity? And if yes, what would it be?
I mean,
Junior Archaeologists UK or something like that?
I mean,
I would actually see that
lore-wise
happen.
or just a theoretical question?
I am not aware of anything like that, so let's make something up. If
I mean-
chat, you are aware of some interesting piece of trivia like that, please share, or make stuff up with us.
I mean, she's super rich, and most of the super rich people in movies and stuff, they are philanthropes. They do like charity and stuff. So I'd say yes.
So what would the charity be then?
I don't think it would be like archaeologist or something.
Okay.
I think it would be like completely unrelated. Like I don't know, maybe cancer or maybe some kind of medical thing.
Or do you think she supports a donation? She donates to an organization that takes care of all the kinds of animal types she has oft in her career as an archaeologist.
Maybe
To make up for her bad conscience, what do you think? Oh look, here's a raptor, he's in need of a charity. Oh, okay, let's see.
maybe she streams on Twitch 3 times a week and then she donates all the money.
I would totally follow her. Wow, that'd be something.
I would probably not. What would her streams look like?
Okay.
Would she have like cameras in her training room and would she like do flips and stuff? Like
To
IRL?
make pretty much everyone else feel bad about themselves? I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Or,
Because none of us is her even remotely, so yeah.
or would she do like one of those fitness streams, like in a gym, just pumping irons and
What
stuff?
if Lara would do a Wii Fit stream whilst also playing Tomb Raider Anniversary on Wii? One hand, other hand, and she would totally nail both of them at the same time. What does the chat think actually?
And she would probably be killing raptors at the same time, like real raptors.
Maybe fake raptors, but raptors nevertheless.
Maybe she donates to the endangered animals charity.
Yeah, that was my line of thinking, like, you know, to make up for her bad conscience.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that face. How can she have a good conscience? Let's watch her intently. This face.
I'm having a hard time reading emotions,
But you've never been good at it. That's why, you know, it's not her fault.
but maybe that's because that's her Tomb Raiding face. You know, like she needs to stay vigilant and have like this ultra badass face.
The chat says she has no emotions.
What is my emotion now?
Your emotion? Ooh, why am I not a better person? And the answer is yes. Well, it seems we will have to pull through with the rest of the stream alone. Ah, never mind.
No, I'm back.
Yeah, he's totally back. And he's still not a better person.
No, but that was too real. We don't really need to do these, and we're getting existential. That's how we roll!
Oh, talk about rolling. We need to get out of here. And this is where the circle completes itself. See? We reach the end of the level, but we have to now get to the beginning.
Run. Okay, and do we have
Exactly.
like shortcuts or something? Because we only have 2 minutes remaining.
Well,
Are there
not
any
really
shortcuts?
shortcuts, but we haven't been progressing forward in the level, more like opening gates by going to the sides of the level. So
Oh,
now we can
okay.
go directly back, yeah?
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
And there's a lonely raptor, but I cannot shoot from the pillar, so I guess he'll die of starvation if he gets caved in. I'm very sorry.
What's the thing that's chasing you? Like.
It's the boulders, it's the whole thing collapsing. Now here's the thing.
No, there was something. There was
No,
a creature. No.
No. But in Tomb Raider 1, there was genuine debris that could potentially kill you. In Anniversary, unfortunately, it's just an effect. You are completely safe.
Anniversary is an easy mode.
Actually, it's an easier game than Tomb Raider 1. I totally agree with that.
Oh, there's a person there.
Exactly.
Is his name Joseph?
No.
Yoshko.
I only know his surname, come to think of it, not his first name. Larson, so maybe Swedish.
Not all characters need a first name.
Take it from here.
I hope Natla sent you here with more
Not
than
even
that
all
shop.
people. Think about us, for
Don't
example.
sweat it, kitten. I prefer a more hands-on approach.
Anyway, nice weather, huh? Okay.
Did you watch the game last night?
Oh yes, you know me, I love football. I mean, the second half was unwatchable. Whoa, whew. Talk about a bad game. Oh yeah.
Square Polo thinks the only charity he can think of is a butler towing charity.
So Winston not only has a fund for war veterans, but also for abused butlers, I bet. Yeah, that fits it actually. And by the way, we've completed the Tomb of Qualopec.
11 minutes and 17 seconds.
Exactly. So now, difficult decision time. We have about 15 minutes left. So
Yep.
I am going to try and choose a level that we can maybe finish in 15 minutes, alright?
This is 13, this is 12.
You know what? I'm gonna go for the Colosseum. It's relatively short, but it's beautiful. So let me do that.
How many questions do we have remaining? There's only one question remaining.
Okay.
Let's do the one question.
Lay on me. Maybe another quiz if we'll have time.
Alright, so Tomb Raider 1 soundtrack was composed by, and you know this without a hint.
Yes, because I met the man in person early last year. It's Nathan McCree. He made the wonderful soundtracks for Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3. Kind of very iconic. And there was recently a project where, via Kickstarter, where Nathan kind of addressed us as the Tomb Raider fans if we want to support him making an orchestral suite out of the music he created. And it happened, it was successfully funded. And early last year, there was a celebration of that event happening in... what was the English town's name? It wasn't Hampshire, it wasn't Hampstead. Anyway, it was next to London, and it was a location where the Tomb Raider movies, 1 and 2 with Angelina Jolie, were shot in Lara's manor. The same manor that inspired the one in Anniversary and Legend. So that's where the event took place, and we had a kind of a very lovely evening. Lots of Tomb Raider fans collected, and we listened to his music. There were a couple of... it was a female-only group of violin players and a harp player, so basically not string quartet, but I think string octet, that's the correct expression, playing some of the music live, and we genuinely got to socialize with the team behind the soundtrack, the music. We got very drunk, but it was an absolutely amazing evening, and to meet someone whose music I listened to as a little kid in person, it was just a mind-blowing event. So, to answer the question, it was Nathan McCree, yeah.
Okay, so do you want to know the result right now or after you finish the level? Because I already hit the button.
If it means after I finish the level and we quit the stream, then yes. Nah, I'm not gonna be that evil. I'm just worried about the result being bad.
Okay, so Chad. Thomas actually knows his trivia pretty well.
Oh, really? Okay.
He answered correctly 8 out of 10 questions.
That is 8 more questions than I expected. Okay, that's nice.
And on average, over 1,000 users who took the quiz gave 4.7 right answers. So you're high above the average.
Is this a moment for me to start feeling like a Tomb Raider elitist? Like to look down on other fans of the franchise and genuinely be toxic and unsupportive?
Yes, of course.
Oh, okay.
And
so I've earned that privilege.
You should read Reddit every day and just like be angry and do like stupid posts and stuff.
You mean live, interesting content?
Yeah.
Okay.
And do you want to know which ones didn't you answer correctly?
Yes, please. I bet it's something to do with the ammunition count in the weapons.
Okay, so you didn't answer the score question correctly. What did PC Gamer give Tomb Raider? And you answered 9.5, and the correct question was 9 out of 10.
I'm disappointed in you.
In me?
Magazine.
Magazine.
No, in the magazine, yeah.
Alright. And the other one that wasn't correct was the degree of the angle of the torso mutant's head, and it was 180 actually.
But no, his head was facing Lara and his torso. Okay, I need to replay Tomb Raider 1 before I'll start talking nonsense, okay?
I mean, the quiz says so I don't know.
But it's strange. I mean, I did a completionist kind of let's play for Tomb Raider 1 in 2014-15. So I feel like I should remember, but that's been a couple of years ago.
Maybe it differs from version to version.
That could be the case, and actually I wasn't using the pure PC version. I had it edited via GLiDOS software to... Whoa! There are crazy things happening here. I will not use a health pack. I will not use a health pack.
No, don't.
Whoa! Nice.
That was easy. Fairly easy.
I made it look easy because I'm that good.
No, he's not. Vagabondo is asking, what do you call two gorillas?
Gorilla Duo? Oh, that was a horrible answer. Gorilla Duo would be my guess.
Gorilla Duo.
I guess there's a better answer for that.
Let's wait for the answer. Vagabondo didn't provide the answer.
I
It's a joke without a punchline. It just goes, there's a setup, and there's no punchline.
I have high hopes.
Sir and sir.
I don't know why, but I automatically imagine them wearing ties. Because you're not a
Tuxedos.
sir.
Gorillas in tuxedos.
Yes, because you're not a sir if you're not wearing one, right?
Yeah, sure.
Exactly.
You're just, you're barely a human.
And you also need to question your masculinity. So,
I mean, if I be gorilla, I wouldn't question my masculinity. Or maybe I would. I hear their penises are not that big.
I have yet to study that field of research.
Let me just like Google here on the site. Like,
Okay, I'm sure everyone will appreciate knowing that.
No. I'm not gonna like show anything of this, but I'm just gonna.
I'm sure nobody's gonna appreciate that.
Your search history will be changed forever.
Oh dear. Okay, and this crate is really starting to annoy me. Lara, just go on. Yes, thank you very much. Oof. Now we lost a lot of time, so I'm not sure if we'll be able to do it, but I've been saying it during the entirety of this stream, and we have yet to fail.
If you ever wanted to see a gorilla penis, this is it.
I now do see it, and let's just say playing Tomb Raider Anniversary is not going to be the same again. Especially the grease levels with the, actual gorillas. I'm going to be very careful about where I'll shoot from now on.
So, do you think gorillas question their masculinity, or they don't? Because they're like macho, large animals.
Let's ask the next gorilla we meet. Unfortunately, there are just two lions here.
Lions don't need to question their masculinity, or so these are females, so...
Oh yeah, true. Come at me. Whoa! That was quicker than it was supposed to. Okay.
What do you call two cows?
Two cows? Is this gonna be miss and miss?
No.
Just talking about experience.
No. The best answer that's in the chat is moo and moo. Underwhelming.
But at the same time, I don't have a better answer, and I wholeheartedly agree with his answer. So I feel like I should be in no position to criticize.
You probably shouldn't criticize.
Exactly.
It's a joke.
Exactly. I love fun and humor. It's... Yeah. Humor is what I live for. I'm also known as the funny guy. Anyway, nice weather we are having in Colosseum, bringing it to you live, and we have 4 minutes remaining.
You're indoors. How would you know?
Look at the hole in the sky. The joke's on you, feel bad, and never show your face here again. Secondly...
I live here.
That's true. Okay, now, as I said, we have 4 minutes remaining. I'm not sure if we'll make it.
Oh, apparently the cow joke is a legacy from a couple of Extra Life for Kids streams ago.
Oh, I'm actually new to the Extra Life community myself, so I'm kind of a big baby that doesn't get many jokes. But actually, if that's the case, then please mention them in the chat of the next streamers in our schedule. I'm pretty sure they'll get them, unlike us. Yeah, we were a bit of rubes in that regard.
Okay, so we still have 7 minutes remaining for the stream and 3 minutes remaining for the run.
That seems like 4 minutes of going through the feeling of failure if we don't make it. So, all good.
How's the time? Are we doing okay? Or are we late? Are we behind schedule?
Actually, I think we might have almost finished it. Let me see.
Wow!
Yes, because once we go down these stairs, we should enter Palace Midas. Now, we don't have time to actually go through the entirety of Palace Midas. Ah, there you can see the magnificent statue.
And you still have 3 minutes remaining.
Yes.
You're doing okay.
Yes, okay. There we go.
I mean, I'm kind of disappointed because you aced all of these, and I was throwing a lot of weird questions at you, and you managed to be okay.
Okay, so we have 7 minutes remaining. I'm sure I am not going to ace the most dangerous level of them all, the Croft Manor. So let me just choose the Croft Manor sport outfit and see how far we'll get in this regard, yeah?
Okay, so let's do a quick shout out here. So the next one streaming is Stella Loon.
Exactly.
And she will be playing Rise of the Tomb Raider Endurance Co-op.
And for those of you guys who are new here, Stella is kind of who brought the Tomb Raider community together. Stella is kind of a legend because she has been creating walkthroughs on her website for Tomb Raider games for, I'm pretty sure, over a decade, if not more than 15 years now. And basically those walkthroughs have been accompanying me since I was a little kid, you know? Since we pretty much had the first time we had internet access, which was a big thing back in the 90s. I was following the walkthroughs whenever I was stuck, or really even using them when trying to do my own Let's Plays on YouTube. So without it, it wouldn't be possible. And now we are actually, you know, fundraising the whole Tomb Raider community, playing our beloved games, to kind of show gaming as a force of good. So shout out to you, and all of you guys who joined our Discord channel and made it happen, and whose streams are yet up to come.
Yeah. It seems that the chat loves Stella, so apparently the community is really strong.
Yes.
I love the fact that she's barefoot.
I don't actually.
You don't?
I'm
Why?
super sensitive about that sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
And also it must hurt like hell. But then again, the skin will get tougher, so I guess it makes sense.
Does it hurt you? Do you? You
Yes.
don't walk barefoot.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. I walk barefoot most of the time when I'm in house or
Okay,
something.
I'm too bourgeois for that thing, so yeah. Did I really say bourgeois? I'm so proud of myself.
You're so bourgeois.
Now, there are 4 identical looking doors in Croft Manor, and I always confuse them, so I'm not sure if I'm entering the correct one. But it doesn't matter, as we don't really have time to finish. It's, of course, the wrong one. As we don't have the time to finish it, so you know what? Since we don't have the time to finish it, I'm gonna mess around in Lara's gym. For a while, at least.
Okay, so we have 3 minutes, so we can, like, pack up. Do you have any last words you want to tell everybody that will be attending the extra live event and everybody that's in chat right now?
Yes, first of all, it's possible we might yet see ourselves, although it's most likely that I will be streaming solo on a different device, so without all the technological wonders that N helped me set up. But in case there will be a gap to fill in our schedule, I will still be streaming time trial running the next Tomb Raider anniversary levels with the commentary, but without the questions, unfortunately. And if not, then I hope you'll have a great time watching the other streamers. If you check the schedule there, you can see the wide variety of Tomb Raider games mentioned in the schedule. There's something from core era games, there's something from the Crystal Dynamics trilogy, and there's also something from the new reboot trilogy of games. So really, there is something for everyone. And up next is Stella, and if I remember correctly, it's Shineard O'Croft streaming together a co-op playing the endurance mode from Rise of the Tomb Raider. So really, you have a lot to look forward to, and it's, I think, so far the only Tomb Raider co-op that ever really existed is in Rise of the Tomb Raider, so that should make it pretty interesting. And it has these generated tombs and challenges as you're exploring pretty much an endless open world.
That could be fun.
Yes, it's great fun. So please be on the lookout for that. And yeah, if you consider supporting the our Extra Life charity this year, then we are super happy. But if not, it always helps to just, you know, spread the word and just stay in touch and commenting, really. It raises the awareness. And I'm wondering if I should just jump into this empty pool devoid of water. I think that's gonna be a good finish. Come on.
Go for it. I thought you'd die or something.
And this entire time we had this Funko Pop Lara Croft from Guardian of Light judging us for what we're doing. Exactly. So anyway, we will now try to raid Stella Yo channel on Twitch stream to carry over all you guys to the next event. Let's see if that works. I really hope so.
Okay.
So Stella, you are now officially being raided. I hope you are ready.
And bye bye everybody.
Thank you guys. Thank you very much. Take care. I'm not sure if